So now we will talk about techniques or through which various ways you can avoid stress or you can deal with a stressful situation. First is task-oriented technique. This technique directly deals with the stressor. So the first is the task-oriented technique, and this technique directly deals with the stressor or the thing which causes stress in you. Here, the adjustive mechanism may be through overt behavior or psychological process. So here you will try to adjust yourself, you will try to adjust to the situation, okay, through your overt behavior. Overt behavior એટલે behavior which people can see. So through your outside behavior, you will try to deal with the stressor by adjusting to whatever is needed, okay, or psychological process, okay, or psychologically, mentally, you will try to deal with the stressor and you will try to adjust to whatever is causing stress in you. The objective of these reaction is to achieve realistic adjustment. So the main objective of this technique is that you try to control the stress, or you try to avoid the stress by adjusting yourself, or you try to deal with the stress by adjusting yourself. And this adjustment has to be realistic. Realistic meaning real. It has to be logical. Here the effects are based on objective assessment of the stress situation and on a deliberate, logical and constructive course of action. So here what is done, what do they do is, the main objective is to judge the kind of stress it is. What is the stress? To define stress. Why is it causing stress in you? What is the situation that is causing stress in you? Is it deliberate? Deliberate એટલે જાણી જોઈને stress આવે છે કે is it because of other reason that you are leading to stress? So after understanding the situation properly, you decide the action that you are going to take. For example, to make changes in oneself or change the surrounding or both, these task-oriented technique may be external. So here they have said that suppose you want to change yourself or you want to change the environment that is around you, the task-oriented techniques are very, very useful if you want to change your behavior or you want to change the situation which is outside. For example, improving the atmosphere for study, or they may be internal or covert, like changes one attitude. There are three forms of in these techniques. So for example, let us say you want to study. Okay, so what are you going to do? You are going to try to change the environment that is around you. You will try to go into a room that is very quiet, and internally also you will change your attitude towards study. You will say, okay, I have to study, I have to set goals, I have to get this many marks, and you will try to set an objective. You will try to achieve your goal by changing your behavior. Now in this also task-oriented techniques, there are three different types. First, dealing with the problem head-on. Remove the threat object, source of the problem, weaken the influence of the obstacle and destroy it. So first is dealing with the problem head-on. Okay, dealing with the problem strongly. First is remove the threat object. Whatever is causing threat to you, whatever is causing harm to you, whatever is causing stress to you, remove that thing out. Source of the problem. Whatever is the source of the problem. Let's say if it's a person who is causing stress in you. Let's say your friend is the person causing stress in you. Remove the source out. Stop talking to her. End your friendship there. Weaken the influence. Whatever that influence has. Let's say your friend is causing deep influence in you. Your friend is influencing the reason you are causing stress. So try to remove the influence out. Influence એટલે effect તમારી ઉપર. So try to reduce the influence of the stress that is happening. Then you completely destroy the stress out. While dealing with the stress problem directly, the person at the outset has to make appraisal of the damage-making ability of the stressful situation. So while you're dealing with a stress, while you're dealing with a problem, you have to make changes in you. You have to deal with the situations which are stressful. For example, a student who has failed in the exam will work hard again to pass. So this is the example they have given. Next is withdrawing from the problem situation. Withdraw from the threatening situation, compromise, discussion, etc. Next is you are not destroying it, you are withdrawing, you are removing, you are moving away from the problem. So first is withdraw or get away from whatever stressful situation is, compromise, adjust, discuss how you will be able to deal with this problem. To escape or withdraw from the situation is another alternative to handle stress problem. Okay, to escape or to remove yourself out from that stressful situation is another option. When the person is unable to face the situation, he wants to avoid the confrontations or withdraw from it. So whenever you are in a situation which is very stressful, you don't want to be in that situation and you want to remove that stressful situation from you all the time. For example, a student who has failed in exam will either stop giving exam or will leave the study. So here they have given you an example that in the first case what it was, that the person is failing, the person will work hard again and pass the exam. Over here, if the person has failed the exam, the person will stop studying. Okay. Third, some other mechanism to resist the stress and tension, to enhance one's fighting resistance and ability, or to reduce the strength of a setter. So the third option is some other mechanism or through other ways in which you deal with the stress. Like sometimes when people are in stress, they like to listen to music, they like to eat food, they like to do some other work. So all these other mechanisms are there through which you can deal or you can fight with the stressful situation in order to reduce the strength of the stressor and in order to deal with the stressor. When a person neither accepts the technique of a headlong confrontation or withdrawal, he accepts the path of compromise. For example, a student who has failed and cannot study will try his hand in music or sports. So here what it is, some other way. Okay, so a person who does not follow the first or the second part, they usually follow the third path, in which, for example, if a student has failed in an exam, then he will try to work on his talent, let's say music or dance, and try to make his career in that.